Welcome to Season 3 of the Take the Leap podcast. We want to thank you for being a part of this journey with us.
Whether you're just starting to tune in or you're a longtime listener of the podcast, you can expect to hear from entrepreneurs in all stages of their journey, how they got to where they are, and all the mistakes and victories they've had along the way.
We're excited to share new guests and have some returning folks from our first 2 seasons. Thank you for being here, and we hope you enjoy this episode. Welcome back, everyone, to the Take the Leap podcast. I'm really excited for our guest today, Elizabeth Ruff, a strategic marketing advisor with deep experience across higher education, EdTech, and mission-driven organizations. Her 13-year work experience spans digital campaigns, messaging frameworks, website strategy, and social media planning, rooted in a deep understanding of the challenges and opportunities within the education sector. As founder of Elizabeth Ruff Consulting, Liz partners with mission-driven organizations to create practical, audience-focused strategies that connect mission to message. Liz has also taught undergraduate marketing at Elon University and regularly advises leadership teams on how to communicate more effectively and build marketing systems that last. She holds a Master's of Public Administration from NC State University and brings a pragmatic, thoughtful approach to every engagement. Welcome, Liz. I'm so excited we get to chat with you today.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Well, for everyone, before we hit record, we're saying that this room is, again, an American Marketing Association connected room. So that is how I met Liz back in COVID, because we had what were our president calls, which really I feel like was just like therapy for people during COVID, trying to figure out like, what do you do when you can't have in-person events or be around people anymore? So those were very fun and interesting times. But enough about that. I'm excited to dive into our conversation today and just ask Liz, what is your Take the Leap story? How did you decide to become an entrepreneur and start your business?
Yeah, thanks. Honestly, it goes back to those COVID days. So I tend to make big life decisions in threes, which is either good. It is what it is. And so I was working for a private company in higher education in the height of the pandemic. And so we were a marketing team of 3, maybe 4 people, supporting a sales team of like 16 and a company that was doubling in like clients and revenue and booking and all of that stuff year over year. So I worked way too much and decided I couldn't do that anymore. So burnout led me to quit without anything to fall back on, which is probably the most terrifying thing on the face of the planet. Also at the tail end of my president year was when that was happening.
Gosh. Yeah.
And had just entered a new relationship, was getting ready to move in with that person. And so literally all of the big life decisions happened in like a 3-month time span. And what am I thinking, y'all? Like, and I just decided, like, let's try this whole working for yourself thing. I had done some freelance projects while working full time before, and just the stars aligned and it made sense. And here we are almost 4 years later.
Nice.
That's incredible.
Awesome.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
I remember when you used to work for the I think it was EdTech, right? Was one of the last ones. And I feel like you were traveling around to like university things like a lot back in the day.
They put, so I traveled mostly like to New York. I traveled to New Hampshire, towards the like tail end of 2021 was when travel started to pick up. And so you were masked, you had your vaccine card with you, like those were the days.
It's just wild.
Wild times that we were living in. And it feels like it was just yesterday, yet it feels like it was a lifetime ago.
1000%.
Well, as 2 people who also kind of in the middle of like that time frame, pandemic time frame, also started their businesses. I mean, I feel like we should all join a club, right? Because starting a business in the middle of that was a very different experience than starting it outside of that time frame.
Yeah, I agree. It was,
Yeah.
yeah.
How has what have things been like for you? Like, how have things changed since like starting then, and like what is life like now a few years later?
I mean, it is, you all know this, it is a constant reinvention of yourself. You're adapting to market trends, you're more susceptible to what other businesses are spending money on or not
Yeah.
spending
Yeah.
money on. I focus mostly in the mission-driven space, and so, um, to get political, like, they don't have funding right now.
Yeah.
Their grants are being
Mhm.
slashed. They're laying people off, and so it's harder to get in the door, and so I'm having to be more creative with how I want to work with and support the nonprofit and the mission-driven
Mhm.
community. But I think that I think the core has stayed the same.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm sure you all, I mean, you experience that too. Like every 3
Yes.
months, you feel like you're someone new, and what hat are we
Mhm.
wearing today?
Well, and I think a lot of it too is
Really?
like stuff that worked before needs to be reconfigured because I
Yeah.
think,
Yeah.
and I think one of the things that is helpful in knowing like other business owners is like you can ask people like, are you, am I crazy? Is this, is this a me thing or is this a everybody thing? And that has been really helpful in a lot of the entrepreneur spaces is to be like, oh, okay, yeah, you're also seeing that there,
Yeah.
or, people are struggling. But yeah, I just helped a client write their year-end appeal, and I was like, okay, we're going to talk about the cuts to federal and state funding in this. We're
Mhm.
going to be frank with folks about how that's
Yeah.
like impacting us, because I think there are some organizations, especially nonprofits, that are super worried about saying we don't have money and we can't sustain, because there is like PSA to the folks who do donate money and don't necessarily work for nonprofits. Like nonprofits need your money,
Right.
like, and they don't. You have to have trust that they're going to use it effectively,
Right.
as well, because there's no backup plans anymore now that
Yeah.
the federal government has pulled away.
Yeah. And I mean, to be a little stereotypical, and maybe a little biased, but a lot of times those major gift donors who are writing
Mhm.
checks for 50 plus $1,000 every year, those people might not disagree. That was a double negative. They might not disagree with what the federal government is doing and how they're
Right.
approaching it. And so that
Right.
is a very delicate balance
Hmm.
that nonprofits are having to walk right now, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we're definitely in a rich get richer time right now
Yeah.
too. So it's just like,
Yeah.
could you double? Could you give us 100 instead of
Right?
50? Like,
Yeah.
Right.
please, because we know you made
Can we
it.
can we
Because
help
we know
people
you
put
made
food
it.
on their tables?
Uh huh. Uh huh. Oh my gosh.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's gonna
Yeah.
tell what time we're in. The whole
Yeah.
SNAP benefit thing
Right.
right now. I'm just like, where did you think people were gonna go get money for food if they've already been getting
Right.
assistance for food?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Well, that got dark real quick.
sorry,
Yeah.
that is okay.
I d
We have real conversations.
Yeah.
My fault. My fault.
It's all good.
I mean, I think it's the reality of the situation we're in, though,
Mhm.
of being an entrepreneur. It's always been an evolving thing, right? Like,
Mhm.
as things happen throughout, within our country, within our communities, you as an entrepreneur have always needed to evolve and change with the times. But we are living in such, I don't even know the word for it, a
Mhm.
wild time right now that we're constantly, like you said, just like changing like what we're focusing on, changing our priorities, changing ourselves to fit whatever we need to be in this time. And right now it's just really overwhelming and confusing. And if you specifically focus on nonprofits and mission driven companies, they're the ones that need it the most right now. They're the ones that need the marketing support the most right
Mhm.
now.
Yeah.
And yet that's not being prioritized because of budget cuts. However, in order to get more funding and in order to get the resources they need to be able to tell their stories and market
Mhm.
themselves. And so it's this weird, how do we help?
Right. It's this, oh gosh, I just whacked my desk. Sorry,
I
everybody.
like it. I like it. You were really passionate about your response there.
No, I mean, it's this like catch-22 chicken or egg situation. Like almost lose-lose, but then it just gives you the ability, like I said before, to get creative
Yeah.
for us as business owners, as consultants, as partners outside of the industry to come in and help organizations think differently and think creatively.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I think the ones that are going to do well and weather the storm are the ones who are going to be willing to think differently and willing to like accept those ideas. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, knowing kind of what you know now, what piece of advice would you give yourself when you were first starting out?
I would tell myself to trust my gut. There have
Yeah.
been a couple of situations where I was like, "This isn't what I should be doing," and I did it anyways, and then 3 to 9 months later, I was like, "Oh, yep, I was right all along." And so it's like an internal reframing of, "Okay, well, that's not a failure. I learned from this. Here's what I learned. Here's how I can grow to make better decisions next time and trust my intuition."
I
But
love
yeah,
that response. I love that so much. That's I feel like I'm still learning that.
Me too. I was going to
I
say,
still keep making those decisions.
it is such a muscle. Like
Yeah.
trusting yourself and trusting your intuition is such a muscle that we have to exercise and work on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I think everyone's still
such a
learning
good
that.
reminder.
Yeah.
I need to okay, there's so many quotes that we get from our guests that I'm like, I need this like on my computer screen. I just need to fill like my screen with all these reminders. And I think
Post-its.
that's a really good yes. That's a really good one. Trust yourself. Trust your gut. Cause really, yeah.
Yeah.
I
It's
love
not gonna,
that.
and it's also funny too, because I think I'm not into a bunch of woo-woo stuff. I actually asked, because I listened to one of your other episodes, I actually asked my mom what time of day I was born so that I could look up my full chart.
yeah, nice. I love it.
I love that so much.
I have not done that yet. I've not looked it up yet. But I think it's, so I'm not too woo, but I'm a little woo. But like I think that the energy that you put into the universe is the energy that you're getting back. So the second that you don't trust your intuition, it's almost a self-fulfilling prophecy because you're
Oh.
like
Because you
doing the
already have the
things
doubt. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That was I
There we
needed
go. We're
that.
done.
I needed
Listening,
that
everybody.
today. Pat yourself on the back.
Good nugget.
I needed that. Thank you. Little did you know that you were coming on this podcast to help me.
Listen, you're helping me. It's a give and take. We got it.
Oh,
Well, awesome. I'm going to ask the last of our regularly scheduled questions before we jump into the hot seat. And that is, what is your why? Why, we always ask folks, why do you continue entrepreneurship? Because we know it's not the easiest path out there.
Yeah. Recording this is actually great timing because, Ashlan, you and I have talked about this, but the summer period was so painfully slow for me as a business owner, as I think it was for a lot of people. And so I honestly started exploring other options. Like I polished my resume, I started looking for full-time roles, like traditional full-time 9 to 5 roles, while doing all of the business development and community building things. Like I was throwing effing spaghetti at the wall. And um and I got lucky that work that I had done 3 years ago when I started this business came back around. Some of those people came back around and hired me for a different project, and so that lifted a little bit of my panic. But it reminded me of that process. I had to really go back and think about why I started this in the first place. And my therapist helped me talk through it too. She's like, you got to go back to your values. I'm like, great, thanks. Thanks, Shannon. Shout out. But it's the flexibility, it's the freedom. So I have two bonus daughters who are teenagers and they are hyper involved in sports. And so I want to be the parent that shows up to the sporting events and the dance recitals and the things during the day. Like if one of them is sick, I want to be able to pick them up if I can. And so it's that flexibility that is why I keep doing this. It's the ability to go sit with a friend who has had a really challenging day and just needs someone to eat ice cream out of the pint with them, or fly across the country because one of my best friends has 3 children under the age of 3 and needs an extra set of hands. So,
Yeah.
like, it gives me the ability to do those things and to show up as the human I want to show up for the people that I love.
I love that.
That was really awesome.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's
Thanks.
just
We're
like,
gonna cry by the end of
I
this.
know.
Well, I also loved your examples. I was like, oh, okay. So Liz, come eat a pint of ice cream with me across the country.
Yeah, I'll do it. Let's go.
I love this.
That was so good.
Tori, you're on this list now too. I'll come.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Let's do it. Let's do it. I've got a toddler. He's driving me crazy. Let's go. Let's go have some ice cream.
Yeah. Are we in the terrible twos? Are we a three-nager? Are we in the fucky fours? Like
oh my god, there's more. We're in the three-nager phase.
Okay.
And I thought for sure that people were lying because I thought there's no way it's worse than 2. And he's been 3 for 2 weeks now.
Yeah, you also have.
I'm in for a long road.
I feel like boys, the first like 6 years are like, please don't kill. Please don't
kill yourself.
Horribly kill yourself or injure yourself.
Exactly. And he is also sassy, which I don't know where he gets that from, but he is sassy.
I have an idea. I just met you, but I have an idea.
I blame it on my husband.
Yeah,
who's like
that's a good one.
The chillest person in the world.
Especially if he's not here to defend himself, right?
I know, right?
He listens to the podcast like, damn it, Tori, damn it.
He's like, no, come on. Okay, well, now that we've gotten through our regularly scheduled questions, we have some really fun hot seat questions. And I always kick it off with the first one, which is, what is the best and or worst advice that you've received in your career?
Oh man. And see, I knew this question was coming too because I've listened to other episodes.
Yeah.
I love this. It's a good one.
Yeah. We still leave it in the hot seat, but it is now part of our regular.
I know.
Regularly scheduled programming. I think I've picked up a lot along the road, but I think the most impactful piece of advice that I received was always show up with solutions.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't be that employee that only comes to a supervisor or a manager or a leader with a problem. Yep. One of my friends, Adam, who runs a wildly successful marketing agency, he tells all of his team the 1-3-1. So come with one problem, 3 potential solutions to that problem, and the one that you're recommending, because that allows you to, like, that shows him that the person has thought about like the situation and what they want to do and what the like ideal outcome would be. But it also gives him something to react to and say like, hey, that's a great idea. How about we do it this way? Mm-hmm. And I think that that approach to come with a problem-solving nature to any work serves you well no matter what you're doing. It serves you well
Right.
if you're, a consultant, it serves you well if you're working with a subcontractor, it works you well if you are a subcontractor, if you're a full-time employee, if you're a manager, like no matter where you are in your career and with your employment, that helps.
Mhm.
I love that. Yeah, because it applies to anything, applies to
Mhm.
clients.
Yeah.
If you're having a fight with a friend, like that
Right.
might help too.
The
Here's the
path
problem.
forward.
Here are 3 paths forward. Which one would
I
you like
know,
to
right?
choose?
Yeah.
Make it very corporate.
With a toddler, you get dino
Yeah,
nugs,
actually,
mac
that's a
and
really good
cheese,
idea.
or buttered noodles for dinner. Which one would you like?
That's a great idea, actually.
And then they
I
choose one,
still
and then they
think
just want none of them.
I was gonna say I still think it'll end up on the floor at some
Yeah.
point, but but I'll give it a try.
Might
I'm gonna
not work
remember
with a
that part.
cat, but
Yeah, probably not. Probably
Yeah.
not.
I like the 131. That's an easy
I
one
do
to
like that. Yeah,
remember.
it's
Like,
good to
yeah.
remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
Worst advice is just like really shitty managers who like didn't actually tell me things that were bad advice, but just were bad managers for me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can think of a few bad managers that I'm like, just anything that came out of their mouth, I was like, yeah, no, that's not right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
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 Absolutely.
What is something that you wish more people understood about entrepreneurship?
Oh, this is another Debbie Downer moment. Um,
That's okay.
it's it can be really lonely
Mhm.
Hmm.
and it can be incredibly isolating. And so, hi, introvert here. Um, I don't like to go to networking events. I don't like small
Yeah.
talk. I would rather talk to you about the books that you're reading or, the project that you're working on that you're really passionate about, or what do you do when you're not working? And those types of things. I think now we're seeing a shift towards more of those conversations. We're seeing more intentional networking gatherings, some facilitated connections, like those types of things. But at the end of the day, like this is a home office. Like, I walk out my door and I go downstairs and I eat dinner. And so there are days where I don't physically leave my house, and that
Yeah.
is so isolating. And so it, I think that we need to be more intentional about building community and like
Mhm.
recognizing, hey, you need to get out of your house.
Yeah.
And I think if you haven't been an entrepreneur before, that you think it's all coffee meetings and fun and games and um, you get to go visit clients and do this and that there is some of that, but a lot of the time it's you in the four walls of your home office or your
Yeah.
co-working space if you're lucky enough to have a membership there. But
Yeah.
yeah, it can be isolating.
We are very much
Yeah.
in the same boat. I actually realized the other day, so our garage door sometimes is like really fritzy. And so my husband is the one who like will yank on whatever the thing is and like fix it. He's like, you don't know how to do it. And I was like, I am so afraid to break it. You have a relationship with that thing that I don't have. But that's also how I can tell I haven't left my house in a while is if the thing is still busted and I can't like open or close it with a clicker. And I was like, oh gosh, I have not left the
Yeah.
house, like driven away from here. Like we do go walk around outside and stuff like that. But yeah, it is. Sometimes the days can like walk, mesh together, and you're like, oh my gosh, it's
Mhm.
Friday already. What did I do this week? Like,
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think it's so easy to I'm really good about this because I don't want work to be my everything, but it is
Mhm.
so easy when you are an entrepreneur to work all the time.
Yeah.
And I think that can also breed some of this isolation of like when I leave this room, when we're done recording this, I'm done for the day. My computer doesn't come back on. I'm in
Mhm.
family mode. My phone stays upstairs. Like I have the ability to turn that off. A lot of people, especially if they're building a business and growing a business, don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a really good point. And it's so hard, and I feel like COVID just kind of made it worse too, in terms
Mhm.
of like all of us just got really comfortable being home all the time, and
Yeah.
like if I had the choice of leaving my house or staying home, 9 times out of 10 I'm like, oh well, it's just easier here. Like all my stuff's here,
Right.
and going outside is outside of my comfort zone a little bit at the moment, or like it's just I'd rather just get work done. But then the social part of me that's feeling a little bit low, and then being a parent on top of that, like amplifies it. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, I should, I need to get out there more. And so I feel like I am at my best and happiest and most communicative with my clients when I make the effort to also fill my cup and build my community. And
Mhm.
so I think it's just like another really important tool that we
Yeah.
have as entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
it's just a good reminder, we all need community.
Right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we all need it.
Yeah. AMA is a great community.
It is.
Yes.
Props to AMA.
Props to AMA.
Little plug there.
Little
Yeah.
plug. I have not been involved in a long, long time. We had a really good chapter here in Portland, and it's been years since I've been involved.
Yeah. I think they're doing okay right now. It's definitely, I don't know if this has
It's
been your
different. Yeah.
experience in Raleigh, but like we did like a bunch of rebuilding, and I think it's there's not a lot of folks who have been there over. I think actually the person who was there for 10 years has left at this point and stopped
Yeah.
volunteering. So it is, I mean, that's a whole other rabbit hole we could go down, is like volunteering and volunteerism. Like I'm still at the end of next June, my term on the professional chapters council ends, and I'm giving myself I'm saying this out loud to you too, Tori, no volunteer things for a year. Like at least a year off of
Yeah.
free labor, because it
Yep.
is a lot to have to go back to.
Yeah.
Total side pivot as well, totally different questions. I saw on LinkedIn that you had a chance to lead a group of 100 executive directors and board leaders through a strategic planning workshop. I'm just curious, how are you breaking into speaking at conferences, or anything else you want to share about that experience? Because it looked awesome.
Oh my gosh. So some of this is my bad. When I was hired to do a workshop, I thought, oh, 30 to 40 people in a room, like easy peasy, no big deal. No, this is full like leadership summit. Like this is that industry's version of leadership summit.
Oh,
And
damn.
so I was like ABCD ballroom tables, stage, lavalier mic, like the whole 9 yards.
Love it.
And um I loved every second of it. Which is
Yay.
a weird thing to say, and so I think I loved it because of my AMA experience, because these were regional board leaders that have a strong relationship with a national, international organization, and so a lot of the same challenges that we faced in our time at the AMA was directly applicable to the things that they were facing. How do we provide member value? How do we grow
Nice.
memberships? What do we do about sponsorships? How are we tracking? And so, I mean, it was a strategic plan in 90 minutes,
Wow.
basically. Or at
That's really
least,
cool.
60% of a strategic plan in 90 minutes. And um, I get the opportunity to maybe not do something with that organization on that large of a scale again. But they have an educational foundation, and so I'm taking that board through a longer, in-depth strategic planning process. And so I'm doing podcasts. It's I love it. The
Yay.
any chance I have to help others simplify what they're doing, I'm here for. I'm down for it.
I love that.
I love that final point of simplifying what you're doing, because I think that is something that folks don't realize right now, that you know, instead of looking back at like, oh my gosh, look at all the sales and revenue, is like right sizing things to the moment that is right now. And I do think a lot of folks, they churn and burn, and then they're like burnt out because they're trying to keep what was true then to happen now, and it's leading a lot of folks to burnout, and or like all these nonprofits that are, because of the funding cuts, are downsizing their teams, but still, like, I get it, the need is still there, but it's just like you can't 10x the workload on all your people and expect them to like be sane and steady people for the long haul. And then you can't be, like, oh my God, I don't know why she left. And I'm like, because you got rid of her entire department and she's now doing
because you took away all of the support. That's why.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's just wild times right now.
It is wild.
It is.
Unprecedented.
Unprecedented,
right? Bring it back for its second round.
I know. I feel like every month that's just gonna be the theme from here until the end of times.
Yeah, basically
unprecedented.
Yeah. Did you guys watch? Are you Marvel people?
I have sometimes. Which one?
Did y'all watch Loki?
Yes.
No, I didn't.
Sometimes the premise of Loki is that like the multiverse is splitting off, basically, that there's this big organization that is responsible for keeping everything on its main timeline. And I feel like right now all of the timelines are getting towards the danger zone, and we are just in not even controlled chaos. Like, we're just in chaos right now. Chaos.
That's actually a really good way to describe what's happening. And I keep thinking, how do I get into that other sphere that was like a little bit nicer, right? Like, what timeline do I need to get into that's just slightly better?
Yeah. I just watched, I can't even remember what the name of the show was, but like it was like a young girl whose dad got like, not abducted by aliens, but like got shot off into like another like universe, time, like a wormhole thing or whatever. And I was like, oh yeah, could we just do that? Could we just do that? I don't like this right now. Let me just go over there. Let me just try the other one.
Or like go into stasis for the next 3 years.
Right.
And just like wake up in 3 years.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we just actually rewatched a couple of the Alien movie franchise. Yeah. Is there a cryopod? I could just like just 250 years. Just wake me up later.
Knock me out for a little bit. I need rest anyway. Yeah. I also love like the TikToks right now that are like with like alien abductions. They're like, take me.
Yeah.
Take me. Just take me. Or they're like, I'm pretty sure that's a fairy portal. Let's go.
Yeah.
Or like the little guys from Toy Story, the claw.
Yeah. It'd be like this.
Please. Up.
Here, I'll get on a stool.
Yeah.
You can reach me better. So really quick sidebar, because this is really cute. The word stool reminded me of this, in case you're wondering how my brain got to this. I dropped my kiddo off at preschool a couple of days a week, and I dropped him off this morning, and it's like in a basement dwelling, if you will, and then there's like some windows at the top, and the windows like look out into the parking lot, so I have to pass it to get back to my car. And so every morning now when I drop him off, he grabs a stool, goes up to the window, and then he stands to watch so that I can wave at him. He just started doing that, and it's so sweet, and I love that. And so anyway, I just felt like sharing that because it makes my heart happy, and also makes up for the 80% of the other times where he's just screaming at me or pulling my hair or being really mean. He bullies me.
Oh no.
He's like, no, mama, go away, mama. Stop it, mama. And then he'll pull my hair, or then he'll just randomly like slap me. That's his new thing. Or bite me. And I'm like, hey, no, we don't do
We
that.
don't bite.
He's like,
Appropriate. Yeah. No, man.
so that's what it's like to have a 3-year-old at the moment.
Oh,
But
man.
then he does really cute shit. And then it doesn't, yeah. Like, oh yeah, there's some good parts too.
Let him get it all out right now.
I know.
And then,
Yeah.
like, be so much better later.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love him.
We've digressed.
Yeah.
We've definitely digressed.
We've lost the plot.
We've lost the plot. Well, going back to the plot, if there was anything you could outsource in your business, anything at all that you could choose to outsource in your business, what would it be?
This is kind of a cheat. Finance.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
I'm
I
there.
say it's a cheat because my husband is a fractional CFO, and so he
There you go.
does my finances for my business, which is nice.
That's awesome.
So if I don't take the cop out answer, I would want to outsource business development because I hate sales. But I think that a lot of the reason that people want to work with me is because I'm me.
Yeah.
And so I can't
Mhm.
outsource that.
Yeah.
Because I need to build the relationships, and I need people to feel that trust with me.
Yeah, that is the hard thing about being like mostly solopreneur-ish. Like I do work with, I think you do too, Liz, work with like contractors and other folks sometimes, but we're still the primary, and Tori, you too, we're still the primary face of our business. We're still the person who talks to the clients, and it would be nice if BizDev like could, get there most of the way and you just come in afterwards. But yeah, that is a harder one to get rid of. And then you get all these like lead gen people on LinkedIn being like, what would it be like if I could give you 100 phone calls a week? And I'm just like, I liked that you think my business is that big that I can take 100 calls a week.
Thanks for the compliment.
Thanks for the pat on the back. But that's not.
I also
real.
don't like talking on the phone, so I don't want 100 calls a week.
Seriously.
Yeah. I don't even want phone calls. Like I usually I want to vet them slightly. Like I want them to, reach out and go through my process of like, so then I can find out if they're for me or not. And then if they're not, I can respond to them via email and give them recommendations and then move on. Or if they are, I can kind of get to know them a little bit first before I'm just blindly on a call with them.
Right.
Otherwise it's just not worth our time, because then I'm like quickly trying to figure out what to say and like what their business is about and kind of where they're coming from. And
I mean, talk about bad decisions and not trusting your gut. Like there was a time where I was taking I went to a networking event or something, and I had a handful of people connect with me on LinkedIn, and they're like, hey, let's do a 15-minute call. And it was all of those situations were the most awkward 15-minute calls of my life, because
oh my gosh,
we were just at the same event. We didn't they're like, oh, let's talk about how we want to partner together. And then they got on the call and they're like, here's how you can hire me. I'm like, no, that's not what we do
the
here.
thing.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
So I don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
I trust my gut now. And I'm like, no, Spidey senses are going off.
Yeah.
Sometimes those 15-minute calls too, they just want to like pitch slap you. They're like, here's my pitch. And I'm like, that's not
the point of this call.
That's not what this is.
Yeah. No. Thanks, but no thanks.
Thanks, but no.
So I hate networking too. I'm the same way. And I have found like a networking group here that is really cool, and it's very facilitated, and it's geared towards introverts or neurodivergent people, which is like really, really helpful. But and that is like the exception to all of the networking things. I'm so hesitant to sign up for networking events now, because I don't know. I cannot handle
Yeah.
it. I cannot handle the, small talk and the bros and, that like behavior of like, here's my business card. I want to pitch you this thing. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. My bullshit meter is just, it goes off and I just can't do it. And I'm not very good at pretending anymore. I don't know if this is just because like I became a mom. Like my facial expressions give it away instantly. Like I'm just like, I cannot deal with you
Yeah.
right now. Like just, yeah. Yeah. So I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
It's
And even like if you go to like there's such so I live in Raleigh and RTP is like the thing here. And so there's this incredibly robust community of entrepreneurs and like the startup community
yeah.
here is so strong, but I have no interest in growing my business.
Mm,
I'm fine to just be me and to bring in subcontractors when I need some help. And the like unintentional, just like condescension that you get when you go into some of those communities of what do you mean you're not growing your business? What do
mhm.
you mean you don't want to sell? What do you mean you don't have like all of
Oh my
that is
gosh.
is
Yeah.
not and it's not often, but it's often enough that sometimes it turns me off.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
like
Tori, I feel you.
the serial entrepreneurs who are like, "What's your exit plan?" I'm like, "This is my I don't have children. This is my baby. Like the
Right.
business is my baby."
Yeah.
My
Like
exit plan is retirement
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
make enough to
or
retire.
death.
Yeah,
Exactly.
work.
Oh.
Well, I have our last question, which we're asking all of our guests because we will get our shit together and put a list together for our audience. But it is, what is a piece of media content, be it a song, an album, a podcast, book, movie, etc., that you are obsessed with or digging right now?
Oh, I have so many.
Do them
I
all,
love
Um,
as
this.
many as you can think of.
do them all. Oh
Do
man.
Just
them
throw
all.
them
Go
out at
for
us.
it. Throw them out.
Well, just don't judge my basic white girl nature on this one, but I
Oh,
am
never.
obsessed with Taylor Swift's new album.
That one too. She is
I
too.
am obsessed.
You and I need to get together, like offline. I feel like
Obsessed.
you and I are friends. We were destined to be friends.
Yes,
Okay, I
yes.
love it too. And I don't think it deserves all the hate that people are giving it.
No,
It's just fun.
it's
It's
fun.
fun.
She's happy. She's in
Yeah.
love. She's getting married.
She's a
Like,
little horny. Like,
we love all of it. We love all of it. And today I'm gonna put this out here because today is Friday, November 7th, and the acoustic versions are on Spotify now. They're streaming now.
Ooh, I like
And
it.
top notch.
top
Top
notch.
notch.
That would be good to work to. I usually listen to acoustic stuff when I work or like
Yeah.
weird
Yeah.
random stuff, which is why all my Spotify recommendations are like weird random
Oh man, Spotify
classical
Wrapped is gonna
music or
be
whatever.
wild
Yeah.
this year. It's gonna be fun. So that's
And then
that's my number one.
I love that.
My number two is Wicked because
Also
Mhm.
fair.
just because I'm a musical theater nerd. I was a
I love
choir
it.
kid, and here we
Nice.
are.
I love this.
Um, and then on the book side of things, I read to escape the world. So I read a lot of science fiction and fantasy, and there is an author whose name is Tracy Doan. I don't think I said her last name correctly. Um, Doenn. She's from Chapel Hill, and she's writing this series that is basically like a modern day take on King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table.
Ooh,
And the third
great.
book in
Sounds
that
good.
series, the first book is called Legend Born. And
I've
so
heard of that.
so
It's
there
been
there's
on my TBR.
so three of them are out,
Put that out.
and
Nice.
it is this like beautifully written coming of age story that also plays into like white Southern racist hierarchy kind of stuff, and it is phenomenal.
Nice.
Okay, I will
Probably
bump
one of the
that
best
up.
series I've read this year.
I will
Awesome.
bump that up.
Mm-hmm.
Who is the author again?
Tracy, Tracey. Doenn, Doenn.
Got it.
ENN. Okay.
Yeah.
Gonna
Oh,
add that to
yes.
the list.
Okay. Yes. This is the one. I have this book. I bought it. And it's on my shelf. It's on my
To be
shelf.
read.
To be read. I am going to take that out as soon as I'm done with my current book.
It's
Because
phenomenal.
I've been struggling with like 3-star reads lately, and I'm like,
Mm,
come on, people, I need a good one. So
yeah.
after this book, I'm reading a good one right now. After this book, I will pull that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you reading right now?
I'm reading The Night and the Moth. The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillig, I think is how you say her
Oh,
last name. She also wrote another duology called One Dark Window.
oh.
And it's really, really good. It's a romantasy, like dark gothic style romantasy, if that makes sense.
All right.
Really good. Her characters are really good. Her writing is really good. You just kind of get sucked in to the world, and it's like a very unique world that she's built. It's great. So yeah, this is her new series that I've started. One Dark Window is also, I think it's called like the Shepherd series or something. That is also a very good one by her.
Okay.
Highly
Ashlyn, you had
recommend.
no idea that you were just introducing 2 new best friends, did you?
Oh, no, I had no idea. But hey, I love this because Tori knows this. I introduce friends to other friends and they get along, which just means good things. So,
Exactly.
good people know
Exactly.
good people. So.
And we keep joking that this is going to turn into a book podcast someday because we keep
will have
finding other people
Yeah.
Sign me up.
that love.
Sign me
Yes.
up.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I know. I'm reading older stuff. So, Tori, I went back to the Tower of Dawn and I'm trying to finish it. And then, do you remember the book series Cinder, which is like the retelling of the Cinderella story? And then it like
I
goes
think
to,
I've read that.
they're like old. They're really old, but they're
Yeah.
like free on Kindle Unlimited. So I'm in the
Ooh.
second book,
Okay.
which is, I
Nice.
think, the Little Red Riding Hood story, but it's like, it is outer space and there are cyborgs and it is just, it's a nice little like easy
Escape.
read given
I love it.
everything happening in the world right now.
Right.
And then Onyx, I still have Onyx Storm that I'm getting through.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm. Which I'm going to just go on record and say that our girl T Swift also read because of
Because of
her
that
lyrics
song.
and overlay. Just
that was like the first thing I thought of when I heard that song, and I'm like, I'm just too into these books right now. And then everyone else said it, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have a chat.
I love it.
We're gonna have multiple chats.
Absolutely.
Bring it on.
Well, Liz, we've come to the end of our questions.
Amazing.
Thank you so much again for being on with us. I know, don't worry, you'll come back for season 4 and beyond. But was there anything else that you wanted to leave with our audience before we sign off for today?
I mean, it's been the theme, I think, of this entire conversation is just find your community, find your people, and take care of them. I've like when I ask someone how they are, I want the real answer. I don't want the oh I'm fine, oh I'm good. Like I want the oh no, we're in the shit right now. And so I think that especially now it's important to lean on your people. And if you haven't found a community, to find that community. And go from there. And just love each other. Love everybody.
Yeah.
So
I love that.
Yeah.
Thank you. It was so good. It was so good to have you on. This was so
I
fun.
loved this.
Yes.
I always forget that people like listen to this, and I just think that we're coming on here for like a fun conversation a day in the middle of like working, and it's like my escape. And then I'm like, oh yeah, people
That's
listen
right.
to this. This is like podcast. We're not just sitting here talking, but that's what it feels like. It's always so fun.
It is super
Those are
fun.
the best ones. Those are the
I
best
know.
ones.
Yeah. Wonderful. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in. Thank you again, Liz, and we'll see everybody next time. Bye for now.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Take the Leap podcast. Check out our show notes to connect with us and our guests. If you have questions about the episode or ideas for future topics, send us a direct message on Instagram or email us at aloha@taketheleap-today.com. If you're interested in being a guest, fill out the guest interest form on our website.
If you're a new entrepreneur who is looking for a roadmap to move your business idea forward, check out the Take the Leap course on our website, taketheleap-today.com. Members who join the course also have an opportunity to join us in bi-weekly co-working and group coaching calls to build momentum and work on your business.
And if you'd like a flavor of what we offer, sign up for our free webinar with the 9 essential steps you need to launch your business with clarity and confidence. See you next time.